Bang! Okay, we're back with a new video. Now, it's actually, I don't even know how long it's been, which is kind of bad. I am really trying to get back into videos. I've been kind of, I don't actually know. I've been like on and off with wanting to post and not wanting to post, but I still do love this. I've been really focusing on just growing. I've grown a lot since my last video, or at least I put on a good amount of size. But, okay, let's get past that. Very fun video today. Chest and back. Now, I almost wasn't going to film this because I had some stupid homework, but we finished it, even though I didn't really want to. But, we're here now. So, let's get right into it. Now, here, we're doing some good old incline Smith machine. So, I warmed up off camera with a plate and a 35. Now, we are moving up to 240 pounds for reps here. So, ugh. Okay. I don't even know how many reps that was. I'll have to go back and check the footage to see, but I hope it was more than last week or last chest day. Last chest day, I think I got 5.5 or 6 reps of this. So I don't know. I'm a little bit tired today, so I don't know. That's set number 1. I just checked the footage. It was like a half rep less than last week. I checked my book. Last week I got 5.5, so I'll take that. I mean, I am pretty tired, but we're gonna do a second set of this, probably at the same weight, if I'm being honest. I think I could probably match those reps. My breathing was a little bit off, so I could probably fix that up, but yeah, we're just gonna keep this weight. All right, let's move on to our second set now. Okay, so you guys know what really sucks is being in the middle of a workout, right? And now most of you probably know I'm type 1 diabetic, and you get hit with this. You guys see that? A low sugar alarm. But you know what? For this set, we are not going to look at this because it's actually just irritating me. So we're gonna put our music back on. We are going to try and match, and if not, get better. More reps than last time. See that? Dallas McCarver. Oh my God. Okay, we just matched our reps for both sets, so that's pretty good. That probably means I could have gone a lot harder in the first set, but we will take it for right now because we're done with this. We're moving on to one of our back movements. Okay, I'm about to put you guys on here. This is like one of my favorite back movements right now. So It's actually to replace my back when I go to my actual gym, but it's like a row so that your arm is completely vertical like this, and you'll keep your forearm like this on the pad. You can lean over and get a really deep stretch in your mid back to upper back and just row back, right? So how do I do this? I replicate this with cables. So I set up my bench like so, cables, and I set it up the exact same way. So my forearm to block, and I can lean in and if you don't have like a row machine like the one I was talking about available at your gym, I highly recommend doing this. It's also really fun because like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like, feels so cool, like pulling the full stack with one arm, you know? But this is probably our next 2 working sets for back. So we're gonna do that in a minute. Okay. Whew. That is our first set done of these. So, okay, we're on set number 2 now. You guys should see what I have going on right now because the camera almost died right before this set, and I couldn't find a freaking portable charger. So I'm running an extension cord right now with a charger to charge the camera while I'm recording right now. So just so I don't have to use my phone. So whatever. We are on and I called my brother asking if he had an extension cord. He didn't, or if he had a portable charger. He didn't, so we're using an extension cord. But it's fine. So we are on set number 2 of these now. So let's get right into it. Manic Mike. Okay, we're done with these. Now we're back to some chest exercises, aka flies. So we're gonna do some nice little flies. So let's get to that. Wait, guys, you guys haven't seen the upgraded energy drink wall, so I think we need to show you that. Hold on. Look at this. So we kind of have like the TV blocking it here, but we have some of my pre's up here. By the way, this pre right here, the Bum Essentials pre, this is probably the greatest pre-workout I've ever had. Not sponsored, by the way. Hint, hint, but would love to be. But you know, this is probably my favorite. It tastes just like Sunny D, and like not in like the way you think about it. Like pre-workout tastes like all chalky and stuff, but that one like is really smooth, and the caffeine and everything hits really hard. And then we have all of our other energy drinks and pre-workout tubs stored back here. This is really a combination of me and my brother. A lot of these are from me, and then these are mostly from him. A couple of those are from him as well, but it's expanding, but it's kind of just hidden by the TV right now, so that's okay. Oh, also, this is the setup I was talking about here. The extension cord I have running, that's the couch, don't look at that. Running right here. This is Christmas stuff, I know it's Christmas time. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. That's from me, but that's the setup I got going on right now. And then we're doing some flies right here. So let me try and set up my rig again here. We are on to some good old-fashioned flies. I warmed up off camera, so we are on to our one of two working sets. And honestly, after this, we have one more back movement, but it's probably just gonna be one set just because it's really lat focused. And in that row, my lats get a lot of engagement to begin with, so that's really all we need. And I'm obviously at home, so I don't have the option to several machines. That I'll actually tell you guys about that in a minute, because it's also one of my favorite back machines. But let's do this first, and then we'll get to that. You know, I actually really do like flies. They're really nice. I really like the stretch it gives you, you know? Like, being able to go all the way back, especially, obviously, I'm not as lean as I was right now, but when you're, like, super lean, and you really see all the striations in your chest, when you're, like, stretching it really deep, honestly, probably one of the best parts of being lean. That, and the ab veins, obviously. There's no doubt about that. Having ab veins makes you feel like so cool. Makes you feel like you have like the Venom symbiote, you know, like with all the veins. Whatever, I'm getting a little off track here. But move on to set number 2 of this in a minute. But yeah. See this? Still on this little vein going here. Oh, okay. Set number dose of flies. Oh my god. chest feels like it's gonna rip apart right now. But okay, I actually really like that. So now we're on to our last back movement, which I haven't really decided yet. It's probably only going to be one set, but we'll see in a minute. Okay, so for our last back movement, since I'm at home, I was deciding between pullovers and pull-ups, but I landed on a pull-up movement just because I did pullovers last session and it kind of bothered me a little bit. I tried a new version of it where I was like laying on the bench on an incline like this. I was pulling over in a motion like so, and I liked it, but it wasn't the same as my machine at my gym, because the one at my gym is like the way it is that you sit down like this, and it's the same as being like a chest supported row, except it's almost like a D handle. So instead of it facing like this, it's more like this, and that when you're coming up, you really feel it pull your lat like all the way around, like so. So I kind of like doing pull-ups as an alternative to that, because it gives me the same almost motion as that machine does. The only difference is that when doing a pull-up, I would just have to almost tilt my body a little bit to get the same stretch in my lats. But for this last back movement, I'm only going to do one set of this, just because my back is already super fatigued from going so heavy on those alternating rows. But we're going to do this, and then we're going to go over some posing after this. Okay, that's it for our chest and back day. Now we are on to some posing practice. Bang. Okay, so now that we've finished our workout, we are going to do a quick little assessment, aka pump check, because who doesn't like looking at themselves after they see a sick ass lift, right? So let's do it. Now obviously we're a little bit fluffier right now. We're sitting around 170 pounds, 170.4 I think, but peak cut we were about 148 pounds flat. So we weighed that on July 12th. So considering at the time I'm filming this, it is December 8th. So what is that? July to September, September to October, or July to August, August, September, September to October, October to November, November to December. That's 5 months, so that's pretty good. We recently readjusted our calories and our micronutrients because we were consuming a little bit more fat than I would have liked, and I'm back on the cardio, so I'm still getting my 10 to 12,000 steps every day. And as well as that, I spend 20 minutes on the bike, which you obviously can't see right now because it's back there, but let's do a quick little pump check here. Okay, so over the last 5 months, yeah, it'll be 5 months in, what is that, make it 4 days. So in the last 5 months, we've put on, if you consider water weight, there was probably 3 pounds of water weight put back on, since I was extremely depleted towards the end of my cut in July. But if you factor that in, we've probably put on around 19 pounds. So considering that I'm 5'9", 16 years old, I would argue that's pretty good. Our calories were just adjusted from 2,800 calories down back to maintenance, which was 2,450. And now that I'm back on steps and the bike, my caloric expenditure is a lot higher. So I am obviously going to increase. So my current maintenance is somewhere around 2,600, and I want to put myself in around a 150 to 200 calorie deficit, because this bulk, we're pushing this bulk till, or at least I would like to push it till March of 2027, right? Yeah. So because, bump it around, we are going to start prep then. Now, I will be, how old will I be? I will be 17 years old. The hope is to, obviously I would like to compete while I'm still 17, but I would like to do it when I'm 18 years old, so that I want to be the youngest IFBB pro in the world. So that's obviously a hope of mine, and I'm obviously working very hard to achieve that. And it's not going to be very easy, because that will mean I have to give everything I have for the next, year and 4 months. So the weight I'm at now is what I would like to be my competition weight. So 5'9", 170 pounds is based off of TNF's video, which, listen, I love me some TNF here, okay? He argues that 170 pounds at 5'9" would put you at the elite level, with obviously elite conditioning, genetics, etc., at the natural level. Now, obviously, competing at 160 pounds would obviously be very nice. But my goal for this show is to win. I want to get my pro card. So, because you're not going to make it to the Olympia half-assing it, right? So, we are dialed in right now. Obviously, there will be a full day of eating coming soon. Watch out for that. I know, I've been trying to film it for a while, but I will get around to it. Christmas break is right around the corner, which means I have a lot more free time on my hands. I have a lot of tests and stuff going on right now, but once all that's gone, we are going to attempt to dial back in on this. Okay, that pretty much sums up our chest and back day. Now, I have some other videos in mind that I think you guys might like. I might post some ideas on TikTok, see if you guys want to see it, but that pretty much sums up our chest and back day. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I had a lot of fun recording this. But if you guys enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, because there will be a lot more content I'm trying to push out just like this. Please go follow our Instagram, and my TikTok. I will put them both in the caption below. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.